Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm actually at the Australian Gold Conference 2025 at Crown Towers, Barangaroo. And with me is my predecessor at Factor Investment Research, Shae Russell. Shae, thanks for your time. So glad that I got the chance to chat with you. I first have to say, thank you for setting me up quite well for the newsletters. Some of those recommendations that you left me, they actually have done well. Black Cat Syndicate was definitely the one that is probably a crowd favorite and my favorite.
Look, I'm really glad to see that the newsletter is in strong hands, and you've really made it your own, Brian.
Thank you.
I also love that you came in and you cleaned house on some of the stocks that I wasn't prepared to let go of because I was like, they'll be okay. They weren't, and good on you, and it's been great to see you thrive in this role.
Thank you. And now you're at mining.com.au, is that right?
I certainly am. I'm the executive producer over there. So essentially I do a lot of the news videos.
Yep.
I've got a podcast in the works.
Yep.
But basically I get to talk to companies and help digest their news into smaller bites for investors in the marketplace.
Okay, so how is that different to the work that you did at Factor Investment Research?
Look, there's less critical analysis in this role. As you would know, there's a lot of looking at things from both sides and having to form a view.
Yeah.
One of the advantages I have right now is I don't have to take an opinion, but I do need to create critical questions to help a reader inform themselves on that. I'm no longer taking that position. The other thing too is I don't really deal in bad news these days, which is refreshing when you've been on the bad news side for so long.
Oh, okay. I can tell you all about it because you left just as gold started to turn down, and that was actually to my advantage because that way there were companies that I could actually say, we're going to stick with this and we're going to watch the development, and I could get them to accumulate. Now, before you left Factor Investment Research, I understood that you were getting into geology and you were studying it. Where has that taken you so far?
Okay, so I'm technically halfway through my second year, but I'm not studying this year because I blew myself up last year studying chemistry. So it turns out chemistry is a language all on its own, and you can't just escape through it like I did with a lot of other subjects.
Yeah.
You've got to do the time. And I was travelling an awful lot last year, so I didn't put the time in. And my lecturer had a little chat with me and said, you have a choice. You can take next year off on your own accord, or we'll ask you to take next year off. So I've taken this year off. I've travelled a lot for work. So that's the academic side of it. I'm hoping to resume next year.
Yeah.
Where it's taken me, though, from a mining media point of view, it's been extremely advantageous because I've started to develop the technical lingo that goes along with deposits.
Yeah.
So often in an interview when I speak to somebody, I'm like, well, we need to digest what that means. We need to break down what a disseminated deposit means.
Yes.
Not everybody knows why chalcopyrite is an important indicator. So it helps me pick out the technical jargon confidently and break it down. Also, too, because I hang around miners a lot, I'm always down for a free geology lesson. I never turn it down.
So you have actually done quite a few mine visits via mining.com.au?
I have. I've had some remarkable experience. So I'm fresh from a Norica site visit.
Yep.
And when I was there, they had 24-hour-old core that we were playing with. There's an announcement coming out on that in the next couple of days.
Yep.
So
I think actually I did notice that they had released some results recently. So
there was an announcement out
there
this
are
morning.
follow-ups.
So
exactly.
there's core that's just come out.
Yes.
And so it was just really cool to touch it and feel. It was super gritty.
Yeah.
And a site visit I did earlier in the was with Metro Mining on their bauxite project.
Yeah.
Now this one was remarkable because it's extremely remote.
Yeah.
The only thing keeping that bauxite mine going is a barge that comes around every twice a week. And that's it. That's their fuel. That's their food. That's their equipment.
Wow.
And it was an incredible experience. So through mining, I've got access to more mine sites.
Yeah.
And there's one thing I've learned, that while there's similarities between every mine, no two are the same.
Oh, totally. It's just like diamonds and gold nuggets. Now, last question for you. As you were saying, you're now on the good news side of things because you don't have to actually dig deep into the companies. With gold, we're currently at over 4,000 Australian US dollars an ounce, 6,000 Australian dollars an ounce. Silver has surpassed 50 US dollars an ounce. Now, are we expecting more good news from there, or are you actually also looking at other commodities and metals where there's good news slipping through there too.
Oh, okay. So this is a two-part answer.
Yes,
First
it is.
on gold. So look, long-term gold bull. I think it's okay to be bearish in the short term on the gold price.
That's what I'm doing, actually.
Yeah, I think that's a very sensible decision to make. There is nothing quite like a round number rally for gold. We saw the kind of behaviour we're seeing right now. We saw it at 3,000, we saw it at 2,000, and I saw it at 1,000 when I started my career out way back then. So this is very much to be expected. I have it on excellent authority from Nicholas Rappel from ABC Refinery that around 41.80 it could start to look a bit toppy.
I heard about that number.
Yeah, so he's suggested that, it's probably got a little bit longer to run, but he would not be surprised to see it come off. He does indicate, though, that technical support's quite low, around 3,500, so it's a long way from where we are. But I think what we should be prepared for in gold is embrace volatility. Silver, I'm a long-term fan of the silver case for it. As for owning the physical metal, I've got different views. We don't have enough time to go into that today. But definitely there's a long-term case for silver. As for other metals, I love copper. Very big copper fan. I think it gets no love, though there's great opportunities in the market. And this is so unpopular, but I love Z and Link. Because if you look, they get popular about once a decade, and when they're popular, some people can make a lot of money in them. But the downside is that you've got to go through a long bear market. But when a good lead and zinc project is found, they're multi-decade mines, and they make a lot of people money. You just got to. It just sucks. It just sucks to trade them. That's really what it is.
I can tell you're very excited because did you know when you first said Z and Link, you did a spoonerism and you said Z. Sorry, you caught me too. Because it's supposed to lead and zinc. You said Z and Link, and I did exactly the same thing. This is exactly what happens in a commodity bull market. You get high energy, and you just fall over yourself on a few words.
Yeah, pretty much. And Z and Link or whatever I said before. There's great opportunities there, and the problem is nobody likes them. So those opportunities slip past unnoticed.
Well, Shae, I think I've taken quite a lot of your time. Ladies and gentlemen, I suspect that was a very action-packed and info-packed 5 to 7 minutes. If you love what you watch, please leave like our video, subscribe to our channel, leave a comment, and make sure you also subscribe to mining.com.au. This is Shae Russell from mining.com.au. Thanks so much for your time.
Brian, it's a pleasure. And just to reiterate, I love what you've done with the newsletters. I hope you're really proud, and I hope your subscribers are really enjoying the recommendations you're making.
Thank you.